Alright, I've got all of the spawning pads in, and once I had them in, I put in these little bridges to make sure that the grass could spread all over the place. And then I went down below and filled in some of that area I was talking about so that it would be more convenient getting up here. And while I was doing that, oh heck, that's right, walk right off of it. Okay, while I was doing that, the grass got a good start on spreading, which I'm having a difficult time showing because I can't seem to stay up there. I have this walk off the edge disease today. There we go. It's spread pretty good so far, and not only that, but as you may have noticed, it has also begun spreading to the upper level, and I've gotten rid of the original seed platform of grass, and now it's just this stuff to wait for. And as it grows across the bridges, I will go ahead and tear the bridges down. In the meantime, I want to go ahead and get some glowstone, replace these torches with glowstone, and then see about getting the water in place, and so on. So I'm going to head off and go after that glowstone. I think I have some back at the mansion project site, so I'm going to go over there and have a look. Then I'll get the water into here, and then finally put the water streams up here. And first, I'm going to grab some instant daylight, and then we'll make the trip over to the other construction site. I really have to stop leaving doors open. Alrighty. And now, let's go get that glowstone. Oh, I've also taken all of this grass out, except for 4 blocks, just in case, covered with glass, surrounded by cobblestone. As a matter of fact, speaking of cobblestone, while I'm picking up glowstone, I think I'll pick up whatever cobblestone I can carry from there too. Still have a lot of grass to remove, but it's not nearly as much as it was when we started this operation. And I will continue bringing in TNT to do the bulk of the work. It's too bad that the flint and steel can't start a grass fire. That would be good. Useful, at least in this case. All right. Go ahead and head to the main base, and then from there up to the mansion construction site, and I'll meet you there. Okay, we're almost there. I had almost forgotten the how impressive this thing looks up close. And yes, I am very interested in seeing it finished, and it's gonna take a while. It's going to be something I'm going to be working on well into 1.8, probably even into 1.9, just simply because there's so much to it. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Glowstone. I thought I had some glowstone here. Yeah, I know I had some glowstone here. Where is it? Alrighty. Well, where is the glowstone? Alright. Oh, that's right. It's inside the mansion. Alright. Stop inside and pick up the glowstone. There we go. That should be more than enough. And now I'm going to head back and get that glowstone in place and start working on the walls for that thing. And then proceed to start getting some water in place. So we'll catch up with you there. Well, I guess that's the next thing to do, is to get the signs up on the upper spawning pads. And that way I can go ahead and turn this water on. So I'm going to go down there and put together a whole mess of signs and start doing that. Alright. I have just completed putting up all but the very last sign on the upper level spawning pads. A considerable job requiring an inordinate amount of wood, but it is now finished. Very good. Alright. Now the last thing to do is to tear down the bridges between the lower spawning pads. Because the grass has spread throughout all of the system now. There. Now let's take one last look from up here, making sure that all the bridges are down. Oh, there's a sign missed. Okay. And a bridge missed. Okay, get out the trusty workbench. Make up another sign. This is why we do last minute once-overs, to make sure we didn't miss everything. Or miss anything. Excuse me, I'm not talking properly. It's 3:30 in the morning and I have been unable to sleep. And I just love the clouds going through the building. Not. Okay, come on. I got stuff to do and I can't afford to wait for you. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try to shoot blindly here. And, well, okay, good. Tear down the workbench. Okay, it looks like our signs are all ready to go. Everything is all good. Still need to finish putting the roof on this place, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Instead, let's turn the water on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Looks like the top area water is going and everything's working. So let's open up the rest of it. Whoops. Okay. Water's all good to go. Get back to my ladder opening and head down below. Straining against the current. Alright. This over here is where things are going to be landing, so I think I'm going to take a moment and go over into Yon Hills and dig me up some cobblestone to finish off this bottom platform a little bit better. Alright, I've just dug up a bunch of cobblestone, and while I was doing so, I ran into a layer of sandstone, so I'm going to go ahead and use that, at least for this part of the platform, assuming my aim improves. I am, however, also, by the way, curious as to what you guys think of how well the video is coming out in terms of lag and overall performance, because between the the clip before last, when I was up above finishing off the mob area up there and turning the water on, between that clip and the one before it, I have upgraded my Optimine installation to the latest version that they are now, for some unknown reason, calling Optifine. HD_G or something like that. And it seems to have a lot more in the control options than any of the previous versions that I have used. I've got it largely on the default settings for the moment. I will be very interested to know what you guys think of its performance in the video. Okay, I'm going to have to do a bunch more work on that, and most importantly light up below it, but for now it will do. Drop a few torches on it. Alright, I'm going to grab some instant daylight, and we can wait for this thing to start actually producing. And who knows, perhaps we'll kill a spider as well. Alrighty. Oh yes, we're going to kill a spider. 2 of them. Come on, Bunky. Let me grab a mushroom soup here. Oh, that's not mushroom soup. It packs quite a punch, but it's not mushroom soup. Oy. No mushroom soup left. I guess I will have pork chop. Oh boy. Oh. There you are. There we go. That's so much better. Now, the system is complete. Spawning pads all have grass. The water streams work. What I'm not seeing is any mobs. Okay. Not a 1. Alright. I'm going to try resetting things in the most brutal way I know. I'm going to quit and restart. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. And as we wait for the world to continue to load, I'm not seeing anything going on up there. I realize that my grass removal operation is far from complete, but I would say just offhand that there hasn't been enough removed that this thing should be operating at least a little bit by now. And according to F3, there is nothing up there. There are at least a few things on ground level. Not very many, I would say. which means there should be some up there. Okay. Make sure I'm far enough away. So Y71 standing here at the bottom. Let's not fall off of that. Y105 here, so I am more than far enough away from down there. There is sufficient light. There is grass. And as long as I am more than 24 blocks away, there should be mobs. And once I can convince this thing to let me get back on the ladder, there we go, I will very quickly be more than 24 blocks away. And there is nothing happening up there. Not a thing. This is curiouser and curiouser. I know I've got the design right. I double checked it, triple checked it, and then I checked it again with Hypno, whose design this is. And I know I've got everything right. But we are seeing a whopping 0 mobs. And no, I'm not on peaceful. Of course, for passive mobs, peaceful wouldn't matter. They'd still show up. So now, I'm going to take another angle on this. It's lit inside that thing with glowstone lighting. So I'm going to wait until night and see if they begin to spawn then. Although, frankly, they should be spawning now. But, like I said, I'm going to wait until night and see what happens then. Alright, it's well into the night now. And there's nothing up there. A little while ago, shortly before sunset, there was one single pig that came out of there. Other than that, there has been nothing. Most curious. I would even dare to say fascinating. I have traveled out here to the edge in the possible theory that there might be some mobs walking into unloaded chunks or something like that. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Hello. I see you, zombie. And I am lagged out like crazy. I turned around just in time to meet Mr. Creeper. Alright, now that we've had so much fun and excitement, let's head back. See if we can do so without getting killed. and see what's going on up above. Nothing. Okay, I'm open to ideas here. Because I know I've done this right. As I said, I've double and triple checked all my numbers and the layout and the water and everything else. I've watched Hypno's vids about 6 or 7 times in the last couple of days. I know I have this right. It should be raining mobs out of here. There should be a pile of pig, pork chops, leather, wool, feathers from chickens, or actually chickens wandering all over the place because they're not going to go splat. Really, zombie? I saw you out there. Oh, there you are. And there's your buddy. Really now. Why don't you just come out here where I can see you and we'll get this over with. Yes, it is. Okay, as I said, this thing should be raining mobs. And it isn't. So if anyone has any ideas why it isn't, I would very much like to know. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and park in here. And I'm going to, at this point as I record this, I'm ready to edit and upload episode 86, which is the first part of this. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll get episode 87 ready for the next day. And in the meantime, I'm going to clear as much grass out of this area as I can. More TNT explosions, a lot of shovel work, and so on. And see if I can't get this thing going. In the meantime, if anyone has any ideas as to why it is not raining mobs out of here right now onto that platform, I'd love to hear them. Take it easy. I'm out of here.